Eric Adams is dropping out of the race for New York City mayor. The election coming up this November. Let's go right to Laura Barron-Lopez, MSNBC White House correspondent, to talk about what we're hearing. It was just reported, we believe, first by the New York Post, but it was something that he just posted on social media. What are the details?
So it looks like after a lot of weeks of back and forth, Alex, Eric Adams has finally decided that he's going to be dropping out of this race. And even though he had bad poll numbers, he was for a while there saying that he was going to stick in it, that he was going to see this through to the end, even though there was back and forth also with the White House and with President Trump. And now ultimately he has decided to pull the plug here. After pressure from President Trump, who wanted to see this happen because of the fact that they did not want Zohran Mamdani to end up in the mayor's office.
So practically speaking, what does this mean for the race? Where is it presumed that his votes will go?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, the White House believes that him dropping out improves the chances of another candidate beating Zohran Mamdani, and so that's why they wanted to
being Andrew Cuomo. Is that who they believe it'll be Andrew Cuomo that will, siphon off the majority of his votes? That's
someone that they would certainly be happier with ending up in the mayor's office, Alex. And that's potentially who the votes could go to because of the fact that Eric Adams and Cuomo are more in the same mold of moderate Democrats than Zohran Mamdani, who's a self-described democratic socialist. But the White House was even potentially talking to Eric Adams also about ambassadorships. Mm-hmm. It doesn't appear as though he landed one of those. It's hard to say at this point, but even an ambassadorship to Saudi Arabia at one point was in the mix here.
It was, and it seemed as if the president had talked about that, sort of dangling a carrot. Eric Adams said no to that definitively at that point, continued in the race for a good couple of months, really. It seemed like the president had pulled back that offer then. Have you heard of any other specifics regarding an ambassadorship or anything, any rumblings about this from the White House?
No, at this point we haven't, but you're right, Alex. I mean, those things were being talked about, and it looks as though in recent days negotiations weren't necessarily working out. And you're right that those initial talks, those potential ambassadorships to Saudi Arabia specifically, were pulled back. At this point, I can't say whether or not there is something else in the mix for Eric Adams. President Trump is known to reward people that he feels like are loyal to him and who ultimately he believes do his bidding. I mean, we saw that the administration, the Justice Department, dropped their case against Eric Adams because Eric Adams had made pretty clear that he was willing to work with the administration when it came to ICE enforcement and immigration enforcement in New York City. And that led to a number of resignations from the Justice Department of U.S. attorneys because they were so against the fact that the Justice Department dropped their case against Eric Adams.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Laura, I thank you for this breaking news.